In today's live stream, I'm going to be discussing some news and current events that affect us as resellers. Every Wednesday, I have a live stream, and I normally interview another reseller and have them share their tips, tricks, and techniques to make us more profitable and successful resellers. If you are a reseller, then you're in the right place. Guys, I'm just going to pop in the chat. I don't know if you saw in the title today, I'm going to be doing a little news show. Short version was I was at a video creators convention over the weekend, and it took a little bit of a toll on me. So, I was planning on trying to book someone from the show for the show this weekend. That's a little of my back office things I typically that's what I do. But anyway, say hello to a couple people in chat and we got started. So I don't want to keep the people watching the replay waiting. I'd like to say hello to Sharon, my moderator. Thanks for helping out, Sharon. I appreciate your help. Michelle is here as well. Thank you so much, Michelle. Lisa C, good to see you again. I guess you watched the replay last week. I missed you last week. It's always good to see you in the chat. I appreciate you being here. And as a side note, Lisa C, I did find some more of those Walmart bread bags. So I guess it's just a matter of some stores are discontinuing them, or all stores discontinuing them. So you might want to stop in and check out another Walmart in your area. John Jones, good to see you, my friend. So just going to pop in, like I said, guys, we're going to do a little bit of news. And then what I'm planning on doing is probably have 30 minutes or so of content. We'll discuss those things that affect us as resellers. And then I'll open up the chat if anyone wants to pop in. I have some questions for the chat. We can discuss some things about reselling. And again, I'll put the link to StreamYard. So if you guys want to pop in, feel more than welcome to pop in and we can discuss reselling. So anyway, let's get to the meat and potatoes, as I'd like to say. Okay. Prison time for selling fake Disney DVDs on eBay. Selling fakes on sites like eBay is wrong, but it's also criminal. In fact, some online sellers may ignore through willful blindness, or in some cases, perhaps personal financial desperation. Plea deal was announced in a case that reminds us of the serious consequences of dealing in counterfeits, including a prison sentence. A Missouri couple pleaded guilty in federal court to a scheme to smuggle counterfeit Disney DVDs in the United States and sell them on eBay. The Department of Justice said shipments of counterfeit DVDs from companies in Hong Kong known to sell and export counterfeit goods were delivered to the couple's home. The indictment charged that the manufacturer's sister retail price, or MSRP, of the counterfeit goods sold by these offenders was approximately $2.2 million. The government dropped numerous charges as part of their plea deal. According to the Department of Justice press release, the wife, who pleaded guilty to one felony count of criminal copyright infringement for profit, is subject to a sentence of up to 5 years in federal prison without parole. The husband pleaded guilty on misdemeanor count of criminal infringement of copyright and is subject to a sentence of up to 1 year in federal prison without parole. Again, making a business out of selling fake Disney DVDs on eBay may jeopardize your selling count, but it could also land you in prison. So, guys, we talk about some things. We see some counterfeit things, and when we're out, thrifting and at yard sales and whatnot, and we know better to sell them. But these people actually made grossed $2.2 million in sales by selling fake Disney DVDs. And, Disney is not, well, I don't want to say Disney's not quite as big as Amazon, but Disney is a 600-pound gorilla, and they don't mess around. So when they saw they were selling fakes on Amazon, I'm sure they went to the federal government and said, hey, let's get this taken care of. Okay, guys, the next thing I brought up when I was doing my research on, what's affecting us with some new articles, I actually thought of Sharon. Sharon does very well on Facebook Marketplace, and I thought I would just pop this little fact or figures into the chat for you guys that have not sold on Facebook Marketplace or currently selling on Facebook Marketplace. Most popular categories on Facebook Marketplace. Ever wonder what the most popular categories are on Facebook Marketplace? According to the company, the top 5 categories in the U.S. include household items, furniture, baby and kids items, women's clothing and shoes, and cars, trucks, and motorcycles. The data was included in a Facebook announcement published about its holiday shopping initiatives. I'd never realized that Facebook Marketplace sold a lot of cars, trucks, and motorcycles, but apparently that is the case. I'm going to pop in the chat, guys, and see if there's any questions or things that you guys are chatting about. I guess as of now, there's not too much going on, guys. Feel welcome, like I said, to chat amongst each other. And I'm going to ask you guys a few questions towards the end, about some topics that I'm interested in. And I'm going to also pop in the StreamYard link. So if any of you are camera ready and want to pop in for a few minutes, Mike, I see in your chat now. I don't know if you're available, or you're at the store, or you're at home, or whatever. But if you feel like popping in for 5-10 minutes to say hello and maybe talk about your store, you're more than welcome to pop in. I'll pop the link in probably in about 20 minutes or so. So anyway, let me get to the next article, and we'll go through that. Okay, for those of you that sell Macquarie makes shipping labels possible for printerless. Some people do everything on their mobile devices, including selling online. Macquarie informed the sellers that they could now purchase shipping on site without having to print a label, thanks to QR codes. There is no need for a printer. Just take your package to a USPS post office and show them the QR code on your phone, and they'll scan it and ship your package off. Macquarie had launched shipping QR codes with UPS last year. Sellers must download the latest version of the Macquarie app in the App Store or Google Play. Don't worry, Macquarie said. If you still want to print out your label, you can find it in the order status page or in your email box. And you guys, if you're selling Macquarie, you want more information on doing printerless labels, you can get more information on the Macquarie help page. This is something that I piqued my interest and I guess I could say irked me a little bit, but I'm curious what the chat's going to say about this. I'm going to pop in the chat after I read this little article that I found. Should eBay share buyers' offers with other sellers? Again, should eBay share buyers' offers with other sellers? If a rival eBay seller rejects a buyer's offer on an item similar to yours, should you be able to swoop in and try to sell them yours? A recent eBay patent filing describes a system whereby the marketplace could take information about a buyer's offer that was turned down by one seller and send in information about it to other sellers who had similar items for sale. The idea is that those sellers could then send an offer to the original buyer, knowing what the buyer was willing to pay. For example, a seller might provide an unsuccessful buyer with an offer to purchase an alternative item that the unsuccessful buyer may simply accept to complete the purchase. Further, the seller may offer the alternative item to the unsuccessful buyer for the same amount offered by the unsuccessful buyer for the primary item. Providing the unsuccessful buyer with an offer to purchase an alternate item for the same amount of the unsuccessful user offered for the primary increases the likelihood that the offer will be accepted by the unsuccessful user. Well, that's a lot of legalese as far as I'm concerned. But anyway, as a seller, how would you guys feel about eBay providing information about offers you rejected from buyers with other sellers? And it says on the flip side, would you guys appreciate being able to make offers to buyers whose offers to another seller were rejected, so you could swoop in and try to make a deal knowing what the buyer was willing to pay? As a buyer, how would you feel about receiving unsolicited offers for items at that price you have been willing to pay from another seller? Guys, I have a strange kind of feeling about that. Exactly, Michelle. To me, it's kind of like a jerk move. I agree. I think it's kind of weird. I read that. It's like, wait a minute, let me read that again. So in other words, they're going to take offers from buyers, best offers that are sent to us, and for whatever reason we reject it, and they're going to take that, and somehow they're going to get that information, and then I guess send it out, computer generated information to the various other sellers, and then offer it to them. So I'm not crazy about it, guys. And Michelle, I kind of feel like you. It's kind of a jerk move. We'll keep it. You guys know I keep it G-rated in this chat, so thank you for keeping it G-rated, Michelle. Yeah, I agree. It's kind of a jerk move. I'm not a fan of it. So you don't like the sound of it either, Lisa? Yeah, I think it's kind of odd. It's kind of what gets me lately, and a couple other things I'm going to discuss later in the portion of the show. But eBay is always looking to generate income from the sellers. It seems like they're always like, go out and get more buyers. Go out and get more buyers. Improve your platform. Fix these glitches on the item specifics. Why does it always come down to them making more money off the sellers? Mike says that would be only possible on new items. I don't know, Mike. They didn't say. I'm assuming used goods too. I mean, if you're selling, I don't even know what could be an example. Maybe you're selling a used DVD. How used DVDs in box now, or old stock, new in box, are hot right now. Maybe you got something and that's valuable, $100 or $200, and somebody offered you $50 and you refused it. Maybe they do an email blast or a message blast to all the other sellers that have that same item. Lisa says, you already don't like any offers as items. I just look to come down. Don't even watch them. Let me read that again one more time, Lisa. I already don't like any offers what items I just looked at. You can't even watch them. The one thing I would say about that, Lisa, and again, I wasn't a big fan of best offers, but again, being on the platform for several years now, you learn, you watch, like I said, I watch all the resellers, successful resellers, read about reselling, and read about the various reselling chats, try to get information. So putting best offers on your listings allegedly helps with Cassini's, the search engine. And I know some sellers that have huge, amount of items, they probably get a lot of offers on things. But for me, it's not that difficult to respond to offers. And even if they're lowball offers, eBay likes that interplay between buyers and sellers. So kind of helps Cassini's. And I've heard a lot of stories, read a lot of stories about sellers, getting an offer on something and refusing the offer. And then all of a sudden the item sells at full price. So I guess there's something to that. Yeah, Mike says he's not sure how they would do it on used, considering condition uses. I don't know either, Mike. Like I said, I just found it kind of odd, and like Michelle says, kind of jerky. So, anyway, that's my opinion, guys. So like I said, since I didn't have another reseller to interview today, I figured I would bring up some things that are coming into play and affect us as resellers. So I thought that was interesting with the Macquarie, with the QR code. So I guess that way, even if you don't have a printer, or what kind of surprises me is pretty much everyone has a some kind of a inkjet printer, which obviously it's a pain to print with an inkjet printer. And I told you with Randy helping me out with the thermal printer, it was a game changer to me. I love having a thermal printer, but again, it beats going and paying retail at the post office. So some people, especially when they first start, they're printing labels, they're buying labels at the post office, and that's very expensive, especially with the price increases now that the post office is doing. And they post the prices of the shipping now with the holidays. I'm reading conflicting reports, and I didn't really have time to dig in it too much, guys, but I had always thought that they were posting the prices, then they're going to drop the prices down December 26th and raise them again come in January. So now I'm reading that they may or may not. So I don't know if I got bad information. I know that Congress was not happy about them raising prices again in January. So I want to do some more additional research on that and kind of find out if that's the case or not, whether they will be doing, dropping the rates down December 26th and then popping them back up again. That was what I was under the impression, but I'm not exactly sure. So, all right, let me go into the next article, guys. And I appreciate you being here. And I guess the chat will be filling in a little more shortly. It typically takes a few minutes for the chat to fill in. So let me pop into my next article. And I'm going to take a little sip of water here, guys. So when I got to do all the talking, I get dry mouth as opposed to having someone interview and we share the talking. Anyway, this is related to Amazon. Small sellers are getting sucked into Amazon's insurance mandate. Small sellers say that Amazon is warning them that they must purchase product liability insurance despite being significantly under the threshold for a newly revised mandate. Amazon is requiring sellers to take out liability insurance policy once they reach $10,000 in sales in 1 month on Amazon.com. Previously, the requirement had applied only to sellers who met that threshold for 3 consecutive months, but now appears Amazon is enforcing the policy more broadly. Amazon sellers are buzzing about a notification they received on Friday that said as of November 30th, they would be no longer approved to list. I'm sorry, that's another article. I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, I jumped over that. Okay, so I'm sorry. I jumped in another article about Amazon. I grouped them together. I should put them separately. Anyway, previously the requirements for that were sellers had to meet that $10,000 threshold 3 months in a row to be required to buy insurance. So again, smaller sellers, that they're kind of complaining that it's going to affect their profitability, that they have to buy insurance. And the next article is also about Amazon, which I should have looped that into another section so I wouldn't intermingle them together. But anyway, Amazon is restricting sellers from listing Sony video games. Amazon sellers are buzzing about a notification they received that said as of November 30th, they would no longer be approved to list Sony in computer and video games products. Some sellers said Amazon had begged them years ago to sell video games on their marketplace. Others noted how ill-timed the notice was, giving them short notice that the holiday shopping ramps up. Some sellers debated what prompted the change and whether or not it was driven by game publishers or if Sony even knew about the new restrictions. Some sellers said Amazon had backed down after a backlash when it had attempted to institute a similar restriction for third-party sellers listing Nintendo, though not many seemed to hold out hope when it came to Sony products. So again, guys, so if you are selling Sony products on Amazon, apparently there's an issue. I would have, again, I don't sell on Amazon at this point. I would assume you would have received notification by now. So if you have not, you might want to research it. Again, if you're selling video games, Sony products on Amazon, I would suggest you guys do some research on that and dig into it. And again, also with that insurance, I guess, I don't know what Amazon would do, but Amazon is pretty strict with their policy. So maybe if you didn't get the insurance by a certain period of time, maybe they would temporarily suspend your account. So again, guys, if you're on Amazon selling the platform and you meet those requirements about the $10,000 requirement as far as, with product liability insurance and or you sell Sony products on Amazon as third-party seller, I would suggest that you get involved and do some research on that and look how it affects you. So guys, I'm going to pop this the StreamYard chat in the chat now. I'm going to have a few more articles to talk about. Again, I don't have a real lot to talk about. Like I said, it was a little bit of a rough weekend. Hey, Crystal, thanks for joining us. It was a little bit rough issue. I told you guys I was going to a video convention in upstate New York. So it was a bit of a ride. Thank God I got my new used car because there's no way my 16-year-old Honda Pilot was making it up there. It was a great event. A lot of sitting for me and, has some health issues. So it kind of took its toll on me. So thank goodness I was able to see a chiropractor. My chiropractor retired. Good for me. My chiropractor retired, so I actually was able to get an appointment with chiropractor today. So when I was thinking about having guests on, like I told you guys, I spoke to a lot of people at the conference trying to book somebody. I do have somebody I think I can book next week. Yeah, with the side hustles he does, is kind of interesting. So I think I'm going to bring him on and have somebody booked for the following Wednesday as well. So I'm going to probably should have 2 guests the next 2 weeks. So again, guys, and at this point, since I'm taking a little bit of a break here, I want to remind you guys, I'm always looking for other resellers to interview. I know some of you are very active in other chats, other resellers chats, and you have relationships with the other resellers. So again, I'm always looking for other resellers to have on the show. So if you can do me a favor, maybe reach out to them and say, if you're friendly with them, say, hey, look, my friend Adam has a YouTube channel. He typically interviews other resellers on Wednesday evenings. Would you be interested in joining Adam on the show? So again, guys, if you could do that for me, would be greatly appreciated. Okay, let me pop back into the news, guys. And I'm sorry, that's what I said. I was going to pop in the StreamYard link, guys. So I'm going to put that in the chat. So if any of you guys are camera ready and you want to pop in the chat after I do my few more news articles, you're more than welcome to join me. We just have like a general reselling discussion. So that's pretty easy to set up, guys. If you haven't used StreamYard, I'm assuming most of you probably used StreamYard before. It takes like 3 minutes to set it up. You basically just have to you can even use your phone. If you have Chrome browser, that's best. And you can use Safari if you have an iPhone or an Apple product. But anyway, guys, if you want to pop in the chat, we can do some general reselling discussion after I pop these few other articles up. You're more than welcome to join on that link. Okay. So I'll pop back into my news portion of the show. Okay. And you know what? I went really fast through this. Let me just see if there's anything. A couple other things I want to talk about, guys. I actually covered all my news articles. So let me just pop in. I did have a few other things I wanted to discuss. Those of you know that I used to moderate for Casey, the Rockstar Flipper. Casey's latest video, which I did not view yet, has to do with the eBay fall seller updates. So apparently there's glitches involved every time they do that. So I'm a little concerned about that. Some of the things I did see as far as I just went into the page, and let me do a little screen share. Sharon, I see your notifications. If you have issues, you have issues. Like I said, I probably won't be on that much longer. Like I said, I didn't have a guest book, so I'm going to try to keep it relatively short today. But I do want to have, you guys join me if you're more than willing to pop in the chat, and we can just have a general reselling discussion like they do on a lot of these other channels. They have just have a general reselling discussion. And but I wanted to just touch a little bit on this, the eBay fall seller updates. And I said, if you haven't seen Casey's video, again, I have not seen it. I was preparing for the show and I told you guys I go to chiropractor and whatnot. So I'm still recovering from my trip to Albany. Excuse me. Hip Flip Mama's in the house. Hello, Kelly. Thank you for joining us. Kelly, I just said I'm having just like a little bit of a news show today. I was away on a convention over the weekend, video creators convention, and I thought I might be able to pick somebody up there to do the show, but at the time I wasn't able to. So I'm just doing a few news articles. I discussed 5 or 6 different things, news articles. I'm going to discuss a little bit about the eBay full seller updates. So again, let me just pop the link in the chat again for StreamYard. So guys, if your camera ready, like I said, I'm just going to discuss a couple more things, and then you can jump in. You can jump in. Great, Kai. Appreciate it. Much appreciated. So I'm actually getting dry mouth. I'm not used to talking so much. I usually have a guest. So anyway, like I said, I'm just going to review my notes a little bit here. I wrote them down when I was getting ready for the show. eBay full seller updates. New item specifics. Go figure. And that's as of October 12th. So in certain categories, they've added new seller updates are required. So again, we talk about the issues they had before when they added, new item specifics and seller updates, and their issues. So again, hopefully there won't be too many issues with that. So again, that was supposed to take place as of October 12th. When I had Beth on, Reseller Robot, we were talking about couponing. Apparently they're expanding their couponing program. So I don't know if there'll be glitches involved in that, but again, I think it's a great idea. And if any of you guys follow Beth on her Facebook page or her Instagram account, she's killing it. She's doing excellent. And what I attribute that to is Beth is just listing, and she's listing on a consistent basis. She's running coupons. She's doing promoted sales. She's doing it in the whole 9 yards, and it's really helping her sales. So I think that's really what's going on with Beth. And congratulations, Beth. If you're watching the replay, I know this is typically your dinner time, but you're really killing it. Keep up the great work. One other thing, and then we're going to have Kelly pop in. Apparently now they have a section on your eBay store where you can tell people your story. I always thought they did. Maybe I misunderstood that, but apparently I guess you can tell people a little bit about yourself. Why you're a reseller, and maybe you. For whatever reason, maybe you're involved in donating to charities and whatnot. I mean, you can put that in your story in your store of your eBay store. So that's something a little different. So let me just say hello to a few people in the chat, and then I'll have Kelly pop in, guys. And we'll just have a general reselling discussion. Let me just put this up, Jules. Congratulations. Oh, wait a minute. Can you get a round of applause? Just did your first listing after 4 days and phone calls. We'll do a little golf clap for you, Jules. Congratulations. Good for you, my friend. That's excellent. We're happy for you. And again, like I said, join my Facebook group. I'm trying to grow that. It's a free Facebook group. I'm trying to get people to share information in the Facebook group with each other. So if you have any questions or problems, hopefully there's other people or myself that help you. Let me just put this up, guys. This is something I gotten when I was at the convention. This stream is powered by Buy Me a Cup of Coffee. Anyway, guys, I'm going to bring Kelly on, and we'll take that off, and we'll bring Kelly on. Hello.
Hello, am I on?
You are on, my friend.
I put the chat on the wrong thing. Hold on.
Like that. It makes me look thinner when I do this.
Yeah,
the chiropractor told me I need to lose weight. Yeah, I know.
I like this format so you can see all of the mess.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I didn't want to show my I got to lose some weight. So,
Adam, why would I jump on if I cared, right?
I appreciate it, Kelly.
This is an order that I have to box up, but I have to break down all my cardboard before I can get to my closet to get a box.
That is on my to-do list, breaking down cardboard. Oh, let me interrupt you for 1 minute, guys, and I'll get that in later in the show. And I always feel funny when I talk to you guys about this, but I always tell you there's costs involved and time involved in running a free YouTube channel. But I had told you guys before that if you're buying anything on Amazon, you can click on my links, and you can you don't even have to buy what I have listed. You can buy something else, and I'll get a small commission from Amazon, no cost to you. Well, Adam had to buy some things for his YouTube channel. I don't know how well you can see this, but I think I told you that I'm eventually going to go to a mirrorless camera. So talking to the other creators at the show, they highly recommend it. This is basically a travel tripod, but it'll work well on my dining room table. So eventually I'm going to hook up my mirrorless camera, And I'm going to have
Hi,
the
everybody in the chat. Adam is complaining about talking too much, but then he doesn't shut up and let me talk.
I'm sorry. Well, I got to talk about trying to get some money to help me fund this channel.
You know what? I tried to set up affiliate links and I didn't do it right. And like I have like 8 people that bought Presidium 2 gem testers, and I didn't get a freaking dollar for them.
Did you have your PayPal tied to it or something? Or your bank account? I think it has to be your bank account.
I didn't do my affiliate links right.
Oh, okay.
So, sucks to be me. That's how technologically advanced that I am. But I want to say hi to everybody in the chat.
Well, say hello, and I'll take a sip of water while you're saying hello.
I'm trying to get the chat freaking up, and then it went away. But I see everybody in the chat, Jules and everybody. But yeah, you were talking about, I don't know why this won't allow me to put it there. Beth is killing it, man.
I'm very happy for Beth.
Yeah, she's been working super, super hard.
Yes.
And I, after not listing on eBay for the longest time, almost a year, Adam, I went almost a year without listing on eBay. And I started listing again. And last week I did $225. So that's really good for me.
And again, that's proof in the pudding, as they say. And I'll come out with these old sayings, but there's truth to it. You gotta list. And I'm my own worst enemy, and I tell people all the time, do as I say. But if I'm not feeling well and I'm not listing, it kills your sales. You gotta list on a regular basis.
It's true, you do. You have to. I
mean, I have some sellable items in my store, and they're not selling because I'm not listing on a regular basis. And things that are, in fact, I have some things I got to get listed for the fall, and I have some toys. And I tell people, again, I always say, do as I say, not as I do. I got some toys. Adam, it's October 13th. It's almost Christmas time. People are doing Christmas shopping, holiday shopping. Get your toys listed.
My mother had borrowed this, and I bought this to resell, right? It's in perfect condition.
I remember you showing it when you first got that.
Yeah, and so I took it from her house today. She's like,
I
love him so much. She's like, I love him so much, but I know you want to sell him. I'm like, yeah, Mom, I really do, because he's in perfect condition.
Absolutely.
So
At least you made me smile and giggle a little bit, Kelly. There you go.
So this is,
he is cute.
I'm probably gonna list this tonight.
Okay.
But I'm gonna turn him off or he won't shut up. So
exactly.
But he is so soft, Adam. He's like brand new.
Looks new.
Yes, he's like brand new.
One thing I want to bring up, I had mentioned in a previous stream to the chat, and if anybody's watching the replay, you can pop it in the comment section after the video uploads. Is anyone using eBay's pay-to-click advertising? Pay-per-click. I'm not a fan of that.
Here's my theory on that. I don't understand it, so therefore it's too hard for me.
Well, I had some experienced sellers, and I know Harry probably isn't doing it, but I know we had some other sellers in the chat. They're pretty big time resellers, and they were in the chat when I was talking about it, and they said they've tried it. I'm pretty sure Randy tried it. I hope Randy is doing okay. He's not in the chat. Randy's always here. I hope he's doing well, and maybe just something came up with his work or whatever. But I know Randy said he tried it and he didn't find it fruitful. And then Tommy Bernard was in the chat, and he mentioned that he tried it and it cost him a lot of money and he didn't get any sales from it.
Mm-hmm. So this is why I don't do promoted listings, because
promoted listings aren't going to kill you. See, and again, this is just the basics. I mean, I don't profess to be an expert, but I have basic understanding and common sense. Kelly, do the 1%. You get a duplicate listing. You get your regular listing and you'll get a promoted listing, so you get double listing. And what's 1%? So if you sell something for $100, it's $1. Well, we have to pay the fees too, but
I mean, I have.
So what's $1.30 for 1% on a $100 item?
I've done it, but I've never sold anything under it. So,
Sharon is saying promoted listing work for her store. And again, there's all kind of theories with promoted listings. There are people that say, 1%, 2%, promoted recommended plus 3%, 3.5%. Mike Flipping Goodies, who I believe is still in the chat, who he popped in the chat when I was talking about it before. He said the problem with that is, and I agree, is if everybody keeps bumping up the promoted listings, then the trending rate goes up. So if you're at 4% and then somebody goes to 5%, it goes up to 5%, it goes up to 6%. It's kind of, I say it's kind of like the reverse thing with the Amazon, the old race to the bottom. When people each trying to get the buy box. So in other words, you have something listed, we'll just make it simple for $10. Somebody comes in, I'll make it $9.50. Somebody goes, I'll make it $9. So it's a race to the bottom. Well, with the promoted listings, it's a race to the top.
Right. Hello,
Absolutely.
Jules. Hello, J. Marie. Hello, Sharon.
You don't think they do that, Michelle? That I never saw any notification that they're not doing that. Michelle says you don't think you get a duplicate listing. I'm actually going to call.
I didn't know anything about duplicate listing, but
I'm going to actually, Michelle, I'm going to make a note of that, and I'm going to call about that. You guys know a couple. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, baby. Sharon, I'm so happy you love your tiger eye ring. I'm so happy. Hey, you guys, I did my auction last night. I have my next auction Saturday at noon, just like I always do, Eastern time. But I'm also going to be on Jewelry Nurse's channel Sunday. I just remembered this.
Are you going to be
Sunday?
Okay.
And Cindy's channel, she goes by the Jewelry Nurse or by Jewelry Nurse. I'm going to be on her channel selling Sunday night. So everybody
Sharon,
go over there.
Sharon, I don't want to be a pain, but can you try to pull up Jewelry Nurse's link and put it in the chat? If not, I can do it while Kelly's talking. I'm always afraid to mess around with clicking on buttons. I might click my show off or something. So you're talking about technology. I'm about to click on something. I don't know if you saw Kelly. The one time I actually had Beth on. Kind of like similar situation like this, and she goes, "I'll pop on, Adam. We'll talk a little bit." And I was getting warnings about my batteries. Like, what the heck's going on here? Why am I getting batteries? That thing's plugged in. Well, you know how it has like the DC converter and it plugs into the power cord. It came unplugged. I guess I went to adjust something and I must have moved my chair and I unplugged. So I went off the air for like 2 minutes. Thank goodness Beth was in there, so she held over because the StreamYard will stay up for like a few minutes.
Yeah.
So Beth held over the show for a little bit, but
yeah, this is my big thing. I bought a few, just a few new markers and for my happy planner, and so I had to redo because I'm anal that way. I had to redo this drawer and make dividers and make everything in its proper place. And so now I'm going to do this drawer. That's how anal I am. But, thank you, Lisa. I appreciate that. She says, everything I get from Kelly is always epic.
And Sharon was kind enough to find the Jewelry Nurse's link.
Link
as you put it in the chat.
Thank you, Sharon.
I'll put it back in.
I had 3 auctions last week, Adam. Oh, my goodness. It was really cute because, for a long time I did 2 auctions. Then I went down to 1 auction. Now I'm back to 2 auctions a week. And last week I did 3 auctions because I did an auction on someone else's channel. It was different items. It was costume jewelry, a couple pieces of silver. I sold all these Harley Davidson books and, some other things. This is the only thing that has not been mailed out yet because I have to get in there and get the proper box. But now I'm doing 3 auctions this week, and it's just like, ooh, it's been busy. And eBay's been just a hopping, but I haven't had a chance so far this week to list on eBay. So,
again, that kind of, I don't know, it's not you're one seller, but it kind of proves my point. If you don't list, you don't sell. Like I said, you hadn't listed for a year, and you started listing on a regular basis, and all of a sudden sales came through.
But even though I hadn't listed for a year, Adam, and I know, we talked about it. I put alcohol on my hands because I burnt my hand. I have from my glue gun.
That was another thing. I figure I'm getting old and cranky. I'm not going to complain, but this is half the size it used to be at Dollar Tree.
Oh, you know what? Let me show you something really quick. This is the size that I buy.
Oh, okay.
This is because I'm in jewelry, and I do this on my hands. If I touch any part of my body during my auctions, I always sanitize because I'm touching other people's jewelry. And so I don't want any cross contamination of anything.
You're
Now,
right.
everybody tells me I'm OCD and I'm making too big a deal out of it. But, you know, at least you know,
I appreciate it.
yeah, at least you know that, you know, I'm being very respectful and cautious and careful. So,
I, I I was very fortunate that, you know, guys, you know, I share my kind of crisscross with the reselling with my, I call it AdamsExploits, so it's kind of my life. So I don't share a lot of personal, but I share some personal things. So I told you guys I was at the Video Creators Conference up in Albany, New York. So again, you know, I got to be careful with my health issues, you know, with autoimmune issues. So anyway, so what was nice, I had a whole huge round table to myself. I don't know if anybody says I don't sit with that old guy or what the deal was.
you were
I
like,
had a bottle of hand sanitizer right on the table. I could set up my camera because I'm trying to take notes and I'm missing stuff and I get frustrated. And said, all right, well, I'll set up my camera because I bought a tripod with my phone and I set that up and I'm, you know, videotaping the show and thinking, this is great. I got a whole table to myself. And allegedly they had special air cleaning things in the facility. There was a big, huge conference room, so with the high ceilings and people were spread apart. So the only time we got close together twice. We got close together for the closing picture, which I posted on my Facebook page. And then we did some networking, you know, like speed networking. But other than that, I was always had a mask on, or I was you know, had my table to myself.
that's nice.
So that worked out well. But you know, it's 4.5, 5 hour rides, and I'm not used to you know, sitting in the car for 4.5 or 5 hours, and then sitting at a conference for 8, 9 hours. We took a lunch break. So what I did was I would typically get a breakfast, or I bought stuff at Trader Joe's, because that's the pro tip when I used to travel, even when I went to Vegas. I used to always bring snacks back to the room because I'm not paying hotel prices.
We just
I mean,
got
you know, I don't know if you guys ever been to Vegas. I talk about it. I go to Vegas. You know, we used to go frequently. But you know, you want to get a bottle of water at the hotel, you know, gift shop or whatever, and it's like $5 for a bottle of water. It's like you get a soda at the bar. It's like, you know, $5 for soda plus tip. It's like, you guys are nuts. Well, I used to go across the street and I used to get, you know, bottles of water or bottles of iced tea or whatever, and, you know, bring it to my room. And K-cups. I bring my own K-cups.
Sharon, that is absolutely right. You have to, hello, Hot Flip Heidi. You have to list every day. But here's the thing. During the time I did not list on my eBay store, I would fiddle fart with my store. I would change listings around. I would go through refresh all of my listings and everything. And people, I was still making, you know, sales every week. So even though I hadn't been listing, I was still making sales. The more you do, you know, I'm still sending offers to buyers and all that stuff. The more you do in your store, the more eBay sees that you're being active and, you know, your listings go up higher in the search. And so it was, you know, it was still okay. But now, now that I'm actively listing on eBay again, see, now I touched my eyes, so my instinct is to go towards my alcohol, but I'm not going to because I'm just doing my markers. So,
you know, and again, I know you don't sell a lot of clothing, but Beth actually shared this. I just wonder, people that may have not been in the chat. That's what she does. She has the color wheel when she lists clothing.
Yeah,
and which is a great tip. You take a picture of the color wheel. She also uses Crayola crayons. She buys a 64 packet of Crayola crayons, and she'll put the crayon in there with labels showing what the color of the crayon is.
I've got quite a few clothes in my store.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm used to you selling jewelry and hard goods. I didn't realize.
Well, you know, I do. I still have a lot of clothes that I need to list.
Okay.
But I do clothes. I just really like the glassware and the stoneware and things like that. You know, housewares. But I do still have clothes, and I have a lot of clothes still left to list. So, but there's a lot of clothes in my store right now.
What you be selling on Cindy's Jewelry Nurses channel with all jewelry?
Yeah, she does all jewelry.
Right. You're spending time in your store and eBay notices. Absolutely, Sharon.
Yep.
Like I said earlier, and again, figuring out the algorithm, like figuring out the YouTube algorithm, figuring out the eBay algorithm. A lot of it's activity. I mean, like when on YouTube, you got to list, you got to produce videos. You got to. It's good to do live streams and recorded videos, which I have to start learning how to do video editing and do some recorded videos. With eBay, you want to list on a regular basis. You want to be consistent. You want to offer best offers. And again, you don't even have to take the best offer. You have to offer best offer, and you have to respond to best offers, because eBay likes that play back and forth. So if you're doing a best offer, allegedly you get the bump with Cassini, and then if you communicate back and forth with buyers, eBay likes that. So I tell people, even if you get like a lowball offer, counter it at what your reasonable offer. Then if they go lowball again, they can even counter higher. So, but if you're going back and forth, eBay likes that activity. And exactly what Sharon's saying.
I don't even know how to do send offers to buyers in my eBay store on my desktop, because I always do it when I'm relaxing on bed or taking a break. That's when I send my offers.
So you do it from a phone or for an iPad or a tablet?
On my tablet.
And again, it's a good idea. And guys, like I said, when I say sending offers to watchers, that's a great tool that eBay offers. And from what I'm learning from more the top selling sellers, so to speak, it's kind of a weird way to say it, but the highly productive sellers, let's say that, they have a process in place. They have every day at certain times they do that. You set yourself like all right, every day at 2:00 in the afternoon, I'm going to send out offers to my watchers, and get in a routine of doing that on a regular basis. It's
or when you lay down at night to TikTok, you can do it before you TikTok.
or maybe some of these people watch these reality shows. Maybe you're watching Big Brother or something, or you're watching The Voice or whatever, and you just get your tablet out as you're watching. Just just do it. Just be careful, because I've heard people make mistakes. I mean, people making listing mistakes and responding to offers when they're like half asleep or not paying attention. And somebody sends an offer, and somebody sends an offer for $15, and they respond and they make a typo and they send it for $2 or something. So just be careful when you're doing that.
Yeah, I don't accept any offers until I come in here and check my inventory to make sure I have the item. If it's a clothing item, if it's a hardware item, I know whether I have it or not.
Right.
I don't have to worry about that. But clothing items, because I sell them.
So before you respond to send out offers, you make sure you do an inventory, make sure you have it.
Yep. I make sure that I have it first. And then I'll respond to it, because I could have maybe sold it on Mercari and then not taken it off of Mercari. Like, I just sold a clothing item. I just sent it out yesterday. I haven't taken it off Mercari yet. I have to do that.
Yeah, you better do that.
Yeah. I'm going to make a note right now.
I don't know if you were here earlier when I thought it was kind of cool that Mercari is doing QR codes now for postage, and they do it for UPS and for USPS, which I would think that most people have an inkjet printer, but.
What do you mean QR codes?
You can get you download the app, and you purchase the postage for shipping on Mercari, and you get a QR code, and then you go into your post office, you show them the QR code, and they scan it somehow, and they print the label right in the post office. So you don't even need a printer.
See,
which I would think most people have an inkjet printer, but I thought that was nice, because some people do everything from their mobile devices, from their tablets. They don't have a printer. Which I would think that you would invest in the printer, but that's,
if you're a beginner and you're just starting, that's perfect.
Yeah, and again, you're saving money as opposed to purchasing at retail price at the post office.
Exactly. I didn't know that you could do that.
They just added it. Like I said, because I didn't have a guest on. I tell people when I don't have a guest or something happens or somebody has to cancel or whatever, I do like a little news thing. So I did research, things that affect us as resellers. So I found some things. Amazon is requiring insurance now for small-time third-party sellers. Stopping some sellers, all sellers, unless they're approved by Sony for selling Sony products.
I noticed that on Pirate Ship, which I really need to do a video on pirate ship, but I don't know how to edit videos, so I don't know how to blur out people's names and addresses and
That's
stuff,
probably
which is
pirate ship.
why I haven't done it. But on pirate ship, it gives you different options now. It gives you UPS
They
options.
just added UPS,
It
yes.
also gives you USPS parcel post,
Mhm.
which it didn't give you before.
I thought they had partial post. They didn't have it before? Okay.
I don't ever remember.
I know they just added UPS because that was everybody was wondering if they're going to add UPS or FedEx, and they just added UPS.
Yeah, they need to add both.
Yeah, they should add FedEx. Well, I use pirate ship because I'm not top rated. I don't do enough volume. I was always top rated, and then when I had these health issues, I dropped down to above standard because I meet my metrics. It's just I'm not doing enough dollar volume. So, and then to be top rated, you get the discount, and then if you offer 60-day free returns, 30-day free returns, you can be top rated plus. Well, I'm not offering free returns, especially with clothing. Although eBay forces you to take the return anyway.
Get back up to top rated.
You're back to top rated?
No. How long did it take you to get back to top rated?
I'm not top rated right now. I'm just above standard. So that's my plan is to get all this stuff listed, and I'm trying to do I'm gonna try to do find a number I can work with, 8 to 10 items maybe a day. I mean, I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but if I can do 8 a day every day,
that's more than what I could do.
Yeah. But the thing that's nice about if you're when you're your own boss, so to speak, even if you have issues, health issues, maybe you do 3 or 4 at one period of time, or you take pictures for a half an hour, or then you can list on a tablet or whatever. You just space it out over the course of a day. So that helps things. So if you had, I was going to ask the chat, what was your biggest? Like I said, you've been selling mainly through your auctions, but what was your biggest sale on the e-commerce platforms? Anything unusual?
$100, but they bought multiple quantities, so but yeah, $100.
There is, Jules. I'm sorry, I'm doing reds out. Sharon put a post, Jules. There is a requirement, and off the top of my head, I think it's same day or one day, Jules.
It's one day.
I'm saying it has to be. Well, it could be one day or less. Same day or one day.
Yep.
Don't do same day. Don't do same day. That's a nightmare. Because eBay's clock is Pacific time, so I always do one day handling.
Yeah, one day handling.
Yeah.
And you have to have no defect or very
few, right?
Yeah. I don't remember exactly.
Right, Michelle. Top rated plus is one day, but you also have to offer free returns for the plus. I was never plus, so I never offered free returns.
I'm not going to offer.
I was top rated. I was never top rated plus. So I got enough problems with people, buying a pair of whatever, a top or jeans or whatever, and saying the color isn't right and doing a, item not as described and getting free returns anyway. So I don't want to encourage people to just send stuff. I'm not Amazon. That was the other thing which I didn't talk about in my news section. I didn't want to get overwhelmed with it, but apparently Amazon is now charging clothing sellers the cost for return shipping. So that's going to really bite into their profits. I mean, eBay always did that. Well, they don't always do it, but they, as we know, they side with the buyer 99% of the time. So basically, they always do.
Oh, sure they do.
But now Amazon is going to, if they get a return on clothing, they're going to bill back the seller for the return. I mean, not the sale price, but the shipping as well.
Well.
So hopefully they'll give them the discounted rate because it's crazy the rates that Amazon has. That's the other thing that irks me a little bit with eBay is they negotiate these great prices, and then they charge us more, so they're making commission on the shipping, plus they're getting a little bump on the shipping. So if something costs us $10 to ship, maybe it's only costing them $7, so they're making that cushion, plus they're charging you commissions on those shipping costs.
Yep. They're sneaky little sons of guns, I tell you what.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, you look at the pricing that Amazon charges for like people that do the FBA when they ship into the Amazon warehouse. It's like they ship these big huge boxes for like $10. We want to ship something, one small package costs us $10.
Yep.
Yes, Jules, it is going to hurt those, especially smaller sellers. Those returns on the clothing at Amazon.
You know what though? I mean, it is what it is.
What's it doing business? But so
it is
did you
what
say?
it is.
Did you say you saw Macquarie too? You said, right?
I saw Macquarie and Bonanza. Although I think I've only ever had one Bonanza sale, to be honest with you.
Apparently, it's very slow. But apparently, if you just click off the box with eBay, somehow it automatically transfers over to Bonanza. Does it remove it from Bonanza when you make the sale on eBay, or vice versa?
No,
you have to do it manually.
Yeah, it's supposed to. Does it? I don't know, but it's supposed to.
100%, Jules. I say that frequently on the show. Back in the day, there were some, and again, I can't remember these things. I'm always big about bringing old sayings back in effect. But back in the day, there were shifty sellers that maybe something's value of something was $25, so they would sell the item for like $1.99, and it charged $23 shipping.
Yeah, and that's
and then they wouldn't have to pay commissions on the shipping. They said, whoa, that's not going to work. So now you pay commissions on the shipping.
Yeah, but you know what? People did that for 20 years, Adam. They just changed that about a year and a half ago.
That's been longer than that because I've been selling for 4 years and it's always been that way.
I've been selling for 21 years.
I'm saying I've been selling on eBay for over 4 years now, and I've always had to pay commissions on the shipping.
Oh yeah, maybe it has been that long then.
Yeah, so it might have been shortly prior to that, but yeah, that's what was happening. And again, there's one bad apple spoils the whole bunch or whatever. I forgot what the saying was, but that's what happened. People were trying to take advantage of the system, and then eBay just said no, we're going to charge you final value fees. And that's the other thing too. When you do promoted listings, if you offer free shipping, you're paying promoted on the shipping as well. Allegedly, I've never done the math, but allegedly, if you sell on a promoted listing and you're charging shipping, you're only paying the promoted price on the sale price. You're paying full commissions, final value fees on shipping and the purchase price, but on the promoted listing, allegedly, you're only paying on the purchase price, not the shipping. Now, again, I have never done the math, so I don't know if that's true or not.
I doubt it.
Yeah, and again, you can't beat City Hall, so to speak.
I rely on Beth to know all that fun stuff.
Beth may know it.
She's just so up with all the technology and all the rules, and she's just so special, that Beth girl. If any of you guys are not subscribed to Reseller Rowboat, you need to be, because Beth puts out really good videos with a lot of really good information. And I actually need to talk to her because my great big monitor broke. It will no longer power on. So I need to talk to her about what I can part out on this. What I can and can't part out on this. I paid $40 for this at the Goodwill. It's really a great big monitor.
Well, I pay a lot more for my monitor that I haven't hooked up yet, but I put it new. I didn't buy it at a thrift store.
But I figured this. I ordered a new one. I ordered a 27-inch one. It'll be here Friday. But I only paid $170 for it. But I figured this base will be worth something, right?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe if Mike Flipping Goodies is in the chat, Mike knows electronics, and Harry. I don't know if Harry. I don't think Harry does a lot. I know he does some like older electronics. I don't know if he does those type of things. If Harry, if you're in the chat, maybe you can help Kelly out. Harry Humstone. Also, Maggie Doodle has a great channel too, guys. If you're not Maggie, I forget Maggie's full title is like Maggie Doodle Fashionista.
Maggie Fashionista.
Yes, but Maggie has some great videos too.
Yes, I love Maggie.
Yeah, Maggie and Beth are good people.
So proud of Jules for becoming a business owner.
Yeah, that's great.
Yes, I'm so proud of her. And I'm so happy that she comes to my auctions now, because she, like everybody else now, can pick up really nice sterling silver jewelry for super cheap and then flip it. because I have a lot of flippers because I sell my stuff too cheap. But
well, you know, that actually came to my mind. I was going to when before you came on, and I was thinking about things I can talk about, and I actually thought about that. I said, should I get involved in these YouTube auctions? I said, I mean, some people like you offer some great values, and other people it's like I can never find anything in the resale unless it's for my personal use. There's no meat on the bone. And I was just thinking about, I hope I have a decent show. I hope I have a lot of people in the chat. And I'm looking, there's like 5 people that I subscribe to. There's like 5 auctions all at the same time. It's like Jiminy crickets. It's like how many YouTube auctions can there be at one time?
well,
I guess a lot.
A lot. And I'll tell you what, when I started doing my auctions, and I hope you don't think I'm being disrespectful doing this and talking with you at the same time. No. But when I first started out 3 years ago doing my auctions, there weren't that many jewelry auctions out there. And I helped a lot of people get started doing jewelry auctions. And right. It is so hilarious to me now because what I did was create my competition. But not a lot of people sell just strictly gold and silver.
You'd be surprised what people do. Let finish your story. I got a little story to tell.
Go ahead, honey. Tell your story.
No, we were sharing information at this video creators conference, and the one guy is a professional trucking instructor, like a CDL instructor, and he did that for a living. And then he went back and he actually got his graduate degree in business. So he has a very successful YouTube channel. He makes a lot of videos about driving and teaching driving and teaching CDL driving and whatnot. He actually had somebody completely copy one of his videos on YouTube and sell it as a course, verbatim, copied everything, and the guy found it. They were selling it as a course. So that's kind of screwed up.
Everything that you put out on YouTube, baby, is right there for somebody else to steal. So
not legal, but they do.
It is legal.
No, it's not legal. It's copyrighted.
On YouTube, it's legal.
Yeah, but it's copyrighted. You can't use other people's material without their permission.
Only if, as a YouTube content creator, you copyright your content, and I don't think
it's copyrighted automatically. Absolutely.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, like I said,
you can't take other people's material and then sell it as your own.
Like I said, I'm very knowledgeable in these things.
Right.
This is what I trust Beth for. But here, where's the line, Adam? Because somebody like let's just say Beth does a video because she can edit on how to do shipping for a certain platform. Okay. Right. I don't even know who Beth is. Well, of course I do. We're like sisters, but and then over here, I decide to do a video on the same thing. I'm not stealing from her, or maybe I am, but not everybody's going to see it because not everybody, hi flipping goodies, not everybody follows both of us. So I don't.
There's Mike. Absolutely. Congratulations, Mike. $100 in store sale. No fees, no shipping. Gotta love it. Let me interrupt you for 1 second, Kelly.
Oh, that's cool.
Jules, D, and Nick were not at this conference. Nick was supposed to be at the original conference, which was virtual due to the pandemic. He was supposed to be physically there. If you follow D, he's kind of stuck in Mexico right now. Dean, for those of you who don't know, I'm talking about YouTube. These are very successful YouTube creators that talk about how to do YouTube and other videos. But he's stuck in Mexico, and he did an IRL stream and real life stream a couple weekends ago where he talked about it. And basically, what they're going to do, his girlfriend is a Chinese national, and Nick is. D is technically an American. He can't get permanent residence in Thailand where he's been living. So apparently he's going to go back to Thailand, and I guess eventually his girlfriend will go back to China, and they're going to move to Mexico and live there permanently eventually. So no, they weren't there. Roberto Blake was there. Brian G was supposed to be there. Brian G got sick. He was not there. But I knew about 5 or 6 of the people that spoke there. So it was a very good convention. 4.5 hours ride, which was nice. I wasn't about to get on a plane, and especially with the way I've been feeling lately and with the pandemic, I wasn't going to get a plane and fly 4.5, 5 hours to California to Las Vegas. So yeah, Roberto was nice, Jules. Check out my my Facebook page and my Instagram page. There's a picture, Roberto and I in front of the background for the people video conference. And I also sat down with Diana Gladney. Diana Gladney does a lot of YouTube creator shows, and Diana says a lot with business. She's a consultant. So Diana was kind enough to sit down with me for about a half an hour after the convention was over, and she went over my channel. So that's one of the things, guys. You see my little ticker down there. I'm going to change that up a little bit, but again, I tell you guys, there's cost involved to run anything. Basically,
Yep.
I showed you that that tripod. I got a monitor. I got a computer. I got subscription fees. It costs money to do a free YouTube channel. So you guys can help me out. Buy me coffee. I have the affiliate links. Like I said, if you click on that and you buy something else, you can buy food, you can buying shipping supplies for Amazon. Amazon pays me a little commission, and it helps out to frame my costs. So
yeah, Adam,
anyway.
Why don't you
There's Steven talking about the convention. Steven was at the convention.
Help a mama out with that affiliate stuff, honey.
Steven and I went out to dinner twice. Steven was helping with the convention. He's a YouTube creator, has his own channel, and he was helping without breaking down and setting up things. And
hi, Steven.
The first night we went out to a privately owned barbecue restaurant within like 5 minutes of the hotel, which was delicious. And then the second night we went out. Actually, that was the second night of the convention. I was there the night prior. The second night of the convention, we went out to an Asian buffet. And unfortunately, they're on their website. They said they closed at 10. I thought they closed at 11. So Stephen had to break down. So we didn't get out of the hotel about 5 after 10 after 8. And we got there and they're mopping or taking stuff down. I was like, what the heck's going on here? So finally, I guess a lot of people didn't speak English there. Finally, a lady gets up, says, we're closed. Like, okay, no problem. So we had a nice time.
Oh,
we
no.
shut down the Chinese food joint. Exactly, Stephen. But there's cost involved in anything. Again, that was a cost. I mean, that's not related to. Well, it's related to the YouTube channel. But yeah. So it was nice, and I had my Easy Pass, which is great. I continue to pay the $2 per month fee to have Easy Pass because it's great. Up in New York, and I hear a lot of states are doing that now. There's no like toll booths. Everything's electronic.
Is that for like the toll roads and stuff?
Yes. In New York, there are no toll booths. They have these big scanners you drive underneath of it, and they register your license plate. And you either have to pay it through the electronic device, which does it automatically, or you have to do star 86 or something, and then tell them your information, and or that way they can you can pay it. But otherwise, you get a ticket. So we don't need
what? My son.
Jules met D online before he got famous. Okay.
I think about 10. Whenever I do alcohol, like I sprayed alcohol in my hair just now, just because my hair was so flat. But whenever I do the alcohol, it bothers my sinuses, so I cough, or right. I do this. So anybody out there, please don't think I'm sick. I'm not sick.
I hope not. Yeah, you gotta be safe.
Well, I don't want to get 50 messages. Mama, are you feeling okay?
Well, it's a good thing. Your community cares about you.
Oh, you know what? That's why, Adam, I always say, and you know this about me, I don't have followers. I have a YouTube family. And there's, out of the 1,400 and some odd, subscribers, I'm very, very close with quite a few of them. And I talk with quite a few of them. Obviously not the whole 1,400.
Right.
But a lot of them I do. Like 90% of my, for instance, my jewelry customers, I can call them up and talk to them. And, and I like that. I like having that relationship with them.
While you're talking, I'm going to go and see if if Cindy has the listing up yet
Night,
for your show.
Jones.
Do you know if she has it up yet, Kelly?
Love you, honey. Oh, I don't know, honey. I haven't.
I was just gonna share it in the chat because I tried to keep the show around an hour, so I'm gonna try to see if I can see if she has it listed yet.
So, do you have all your supplies for Q4, Adam?
Yeah, I got plenty of padded flat rate envelopes. I got plenty of tape. Got plenty of boxes and padded envelopes.
Yep, I ordered.
I got plenty of supplies. I just got to get stuff listed. I got plenty of shipping supplies.
I ordered my small flat rate priority envelopes.
Yeah, guys, that's a great tip. If you haven't done it, make sure you order them right away.
Yep, that's why I'm bringing it up.
Make
sure you get onto USPS.com, and if you don't know, as a seller or a new seller, you can do this. You just go to USPS.com and just put in the search. You have to create an account and you have to be logged in. And then you just put in the search bar free shipping supplies and they'll come up. And you can choose, what you want, how many you want, and they just ship it to you for free. It's no cost at all to you. You cannot get priority tape. Well, maybe you can buy it through the website, but you can't get it for free. You can't get it for free.
Some people were getting it for free. They even cracked down on that. I could never get it for free.
Yeah, I could never get it for free either. And I've been at it for a long time. I mean, granted, I've been a reseller on and off. I didn't always have a store. I had maybe consistently maybe 30 or 40 items, but I didn't have my own store until about 3 years ago. 4 years ago, maybe.
Cindy doesn't have the show scheduled yet, Kelly, but I did put her link in for her channel. So you're going to be on what night now? Sunday night?
Sunday night. I think we'll start at 7:30 or 8:30.
Okay.
I'm not sure. But it's always so much fun. Sometimes I'll hop in there and I'll just commentate or call the auction or talk about the jewelry that they're putting up, and it's a great group of ladies, and we just have super, super fun. I hang out with those ladies after the auctions and stuff. We have a lot of fun, and it's always nice to hang out with people that you have things in common with.
Right.
So it's just a fun place to be, and we just all have a good time.
Lisa C said she called and got it a couple of months ago. Lisa, God bless you. I don't know how you did that. I'm not questioning you. I'm sure you did. I had never had any success, and for the longest time, I was basically doing 99%, jeans, so they could see my posts. I kept bringing in padded envelope.
Adam,
thanks for coming in, buddy.
Have I not shared my tip with you on how to send denim in a flat rate envelope?
I've seen yours and I've seen other tips. I just use a padded flat rate envelope. It makes it easier for me.
Yeah, a flatted.
I know you can reformulate the legal ones and then you can shrink stuff down. I just
a padded flat rate envelope is, I think, 35 or 40 cents cheaper, and
yes,
you have to make me big. But if you are selling quite a bit of clothes or denim, this is what I do. I do this with my legal flat rate envelopes, and I do this with my regular padded flat rates. And I was showing Beth the other day how I do this. So basically what I do is I use a really nice, thick, clear tape, okay? And I put tape here on this side and around all the edges and this side, So you want to fold it over, right? So all of your corners are very strong, okay? You want to bend this. You want to close it, right? So you're closing this. And then they won't let you tape the entire envelope, okay?
Right.
So you just want to do like the first inch and a half. And then you do a series of bends on the bottoms, right? Just little tiny bends over and over again. You do it on the sides. And then when you want to send, let's say, a pair of jeans or a thick sweater or something like that, all right, then what you have when you get ready to do that is you have a squared envelope that your items will fit into. Do you see the lines at the bottom?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And then I've got the sides here that are lined as well. And it will just fit right in there. And the reason I say to make sure you bend this first is when you have your item in here, it's going to be, difficult to get that flap over the other side because it's so thick. So you want to make sure that you have bends in that area too. So it'll accommodate that. And don't worry if it's not pretty. It doesn't have to be pretty. It just
But
has
it has to seal properly too. I mean, you can use tape, but it has to seal properly.
Well, as long as this is on this side, it can be all janky and crooked and have holes and
You
stuff.
haven't had any issue with your post office?
No. And then put a piece of tape over it and it's sealed and you are all set. And you know what? The largest thing that I have sent, and it was in.
You're gonna tell me you sent a comforter, are you?
What, honey?
I said you're not gonna tell me you sent a comforter, are you?
No, but I sent a pair of size 56, men's 56 overalls, bib overalls, in a legal flat rate envelope.
Kelly, there's hot flip plate. I'm going to answer your question too, and I'm going to give you a quasi answer. I don't want to give you bad information. What did you say? It was 35 cents difference between the legal flat rate and the padded flat rate?
It used to be like 45 cents.
45 cents?
I believe. Don't quote me. Mm-hmm. Because I don't write that down. But we
I have one over here, but I got plenty of the padded flat rate.
We're in another price increase, so I don't know what it costs now. It used to be like 20 cents or 18 cents or something like that. So it's like,
I think it was like 35 cents at one point between the padded flat rate envelope and the legal flat rate.
Yep, padded flat rate.
But now again, they pulse the price, and I said, I don't know if you were here earlier, and Kelly, I got to do some more research. I had heard that they pulse these rates for the holidays. Then to come back down December 26th, the day after Christmas.
Yep.
I also had heard that they were, and again, I read this, that they were raising rates come January. Now I read somewhere else that allegedly they're not raising rates. So I don't know what happened, if that's true or not.
No, they'll be raising rates in January.
I think so, because they said they're going to raise them in January and August.
They always raise rates.
When I was preparing for the show, it's like, well, wait a minute, I thought they were raising them in January. So maybe I misread it.
Nope, they always raise rates in January.
January, right.
Like
I know they had fought the price increases. Congress was fighting that. And the Postmaster General said, no, we have to raise them. One thing which I didn't bring up in my news portion, which I'll bring up to you guys, this is an aside. Supposedly the post office is now going to be cashing paychecks. But when they first started out, they're going to be giving out gift cards. They're not going to be giving out cash. So I don't understand how that's going to work. But they already have like test markets in various post offices where they're cashing paychecks and they're giving gift cards for the value.
Queen City, in my experience of like people that buy over a pound of jewelry from me, or they're international, and I'll hold their jewelry for a few weeks for them until they've got quite a bit to send, and it may be over a pound. In my experience, priority boxes have gotten so expensive and have shot so far up.
I agree.
Because I use pirate ship a lot because um as I said the last time that I was on when I was on your show, pirate ship's insurance is very, very cheap.
You were
Okay.
saying that, right? You can buy
Don't
additional
ever
insurance.
get insurance through USPS. Don't get insurance through PayPal, which goes through USPS.
Hmm.
Go to pirate ship. And yes,
And
there
they're
is
insured that the use is less expensive than buying it
yeah,
through the other.
there's a form that you have to fill out with your
Hmm.
customer's information. There is an option of cut and paste. Once you get a database built up, it's easy peasy. You fill out your international customs form right on the same page. It's not that difficult. For 4 ounces of first class mail, it would be like $2.20 to send insured for $50. Pirate ship for 4 ounces at a value of 50 cents is set or $50 is 75 cents.
So you're shipping things out that are light. You're shipping out first class, and then you're buying insurance on it.
Yeah, and here's
You
the
don't have to
thing.
get a signature, right? You don't have to get anything. Just you insure it first class and just insure it.
Yes, and here's the thing too. eBay, when I send out something eBay, I'm so in the habit of sending things insured. I put insurance on my eBay stuff too.
Okay,
If it's a certain dollar amount.
gotcha.
Now, I do I have to do that? No, but it's 75 cents. And, I'm protected. The customer's protected. I'm so used to doing it. If something should happen, file a claim. I have filed many claims through pirate ship, and I have never been denied a claim through
Try that with
pirate ship.
USPS. How many times you're denied?
Yeah. So,
That's a
and
great
yes,
tip, Kelly.
USPS.
USPS is brutal, and so is FedEx. I know when I worked retail for a while, I worked in a retail liquor shop, and they shipped out a lot of wine, and they were constantly denying claims. I mean, they
Well,
would smash the living daylights out of bottles, and they wouldn't pay the claim, and it was insured.
yeah.
How can you not pay the claim? It was insured.
Yeah.
There was a question from Hot Flip Heidi, and Heidi, I'm going to give you. I'm not positive. I know for a while there, eBay was discouraging you putting in videos, and then they allowed you to put in videos. There was some software you put in videos.
I
I
have to learn to
believe, and I'm
do
not
that.
100% certain. I would research it. You know, Google is your best friend. I like to say.
I've
I would
got a
research it.
video. I have an eBay video saved on how to do that because, like, when I
Oh, you
list
do?
this
Okay.
guy,
I
when
thought they added it, but I don't. I hate to give out bad information.
when I list this guy, I want to put a video on him to show how.
Okay, so you're saying as you can still do videos. I
As
know at
far
one
as I
point you could have
know,
like a YouTube channel, and you could, because I know they don't like sending people off the platform, but apparently you could create videos and then embed them somehow in your description section of the video of the listing. But I don't want to give out bad information.
don't use the word embed. That's scary for me because that's like too
Well, that's technical. I know you like
technological.
technical, but that's the term, right?
I know.
Sharon's our technical person in the chat. She's a computer expert.
I'm not. Let's just put it this way. So I never got to go to college after high school. My parents didn't want to waste the money on college because my brother just drank throughout all of college. So they didn't want to take a chance on me and waste money on college for me. So, I just moved in with Hip Flip and Daddy. We got married. We had kids, blah, 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 blah. I went to college when I was 42. So I'd never been to college before. I went when I was 42, and I took I ended up with 2 associate's degrees, 2 certificates. So, the 3 years that I went, but I took a coding class in all of that.
Good.
I was so lost the first day. I dropped the class. I'm like, I need a class before this class. It was just.
That was one of the problems I had, and again, guys, this is not technically the way you should do things. But I got a business degree, and back in the day, it was required that you had to take like computing 101, like 2 semesters. I barely got through that class. I could not. And back then it was Fortran. I could not code to save my life. Thank God. I mean, I was a friendly guy, and I made friends with a lot of other people. So I'd go in the lab, and I would be like pulling. Back then I had hair. I'd be pulling my hair out. It's like, I don't know how to do it. And the guy said, "We'll help you. Don't worry. We know you're a good guy. We'll help you."
I don't know how to edit a video. So
well, that's the problem I'm having too. And again, that was part of things I discussed with the video people. It's like, I know I have to do recorded content. I know that drives growth in your channel. I like doing live streams. I like building my community. But again, I need to offset. I mean, I spent a lot of money on this channel. I don't even want to tell you how much money I've spent trying to build this channel.
I have lots of videos up on my channel. I have a video up of me putting this pegboard up, this entire wall of pegboard, and the frame.
And you get views on that?
On the frame, huh?
You get views on that video?
Yeah, and the frames underneath it. It was a long video, but when I fell off the ladder, that was on there.
Oh my God!
And
you edit it out?
I couldn't edit it out. I don't know how to edit.
Right.
And Adam, really, do you think I would have edited it out? Because I'm too. This is me. This is who I am. I don't care.
Well, if I had fallen on the video, me personally, I would edit it out.
Like. I'm very vain.
Right.
I don't.
Right.
You know what I mean? What you see is what you get with me.
Right.
And so I've never taken the time to learn how to edit. So when I record a video, you see everything that happens, all the good stuff, all the bad stuff. And I was doing way back in the day when I first started doing videos. It was a haul video, and I was holding up this box to show, all these books that I had gotten, and I tipped it too far forward, and all the books fell out, and I was like, the camera fell over, everything went crazy.
It happens.
And I picked up my tablet at the time, set it back up, and I went, oops, that's what you get. That's what you get when you watch me, because I don't know how to edit. Okay, 3 years later, I don't know how to edit.
I'm going to do a little bit of housekeeping. Remember, Kelly is going to be on Cindy Jewelry Nurse's channel on Sunday evening. And again, Sharon posted the link. I posted the link in the chat. Again, it's Jewelry Nurse, so she'll be on Sunday evening selling jewelry. So if you guys are interested in buying jewelry, please join Kelly. She was kind enough to join me tonight. I really appreciate her popping on. And as far as my channel goes, guys, again, I have affiliate links in my Amazon affiliate links. It doesn't cost you anything. Again, I'm just trying to offset some of my expenses. Click on some of my recommended reseller tools. You click on the link for 24 hours. If you buy something from Amazon, Amazon pays me a commission. It doesn't cost you a penny. Amazon goes send me a few cents. It all adds up, guys. If you're buying shipping supplies for your business, I know a lot of you buy shipping supplies through Amazon. Use one of my links. I'll get a little bit of commission from Amazon. And again, I have on the stream. I have buy me a coffee. So if you're getting any kind of value out of this, I would appreciate it.
Let's say I click on a link for a ring light.
Yes.
Okay, on Adam's channel, or from Adam's affiliate link, and I don't buy that ring light. That's okay. Okay, I can go off and shop and buy whatever supplies I need, and
for 24 hours, Amazon will pay me a commission, and it doesn't cost you anything extra. Nothing. Costs you nothing extra.
Thank you, Sharon. You're so sweet. Yeah, and and whenever I go on Amazon, I try and do that.
Yeah, try to click on people that help you, or creators, or your friends on YouTube. Yeah, click on one of the links. Like I said, it doesn't cost you anything extra, and you're helping them out.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Believe me, guys, every little bit helps. So, and again, before you leave, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and again, leave a comment if you're so inclined to. It helps grow the channel. And again, next Wednesday, I'm pretty sure I'm going to have a guest. I met somebody up at the eBay. I keep saying eBay, the YouTube Creators Convention up in Albany. He does a lot of side hustles, so I think I'm going to have him on the channel. And the following week, I have somebody scheduled, so we should be good for the next 2 Wednesdays. So again, hope to see you back here next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Appreciate you guys all being here. I always say your time is most valuable asset. Thank you for taking your time. And Kelly, I much appreciate you coming on and helping me.
Hey,
Good night,
anytime,
all.
my friend. Bye, guys. Mama loves you.